Hi, I'm just out exploring as usual. Check this out. So that's what I was telling you. Lava rock. Water comes out of here, and it looks like probably in the springtime this thing just must be flowing. And you can see it comes out here and heads into that spring. So there's still water. Obviously there's probably water underneath this, of course. That's why there's still water in there. But yeah, okay. So I think I'll check this in the springtime. I'll put this note down. But yeah, there should be fresh water coming out of here, at least in the spring, coming out of this lava rock. The question is, I'll have to think on this. Like, I'll probably have to like come in. This is all marsh, but I'll come in. But yeah, not bad, right? Finally found a spring. So it's seasonal. At least right here, coming out of here. But yeah, I'm not drinking that. But not bad. Not bad. Taking a few minutes, catch my breath. It's so pretty out here. You could ride for days and days and days out here. There's so many roads out in Lassen. So I'm kind of hooked on Lassen right now. Yeah, I'm out here again, Lassen National Forest, but there's just so much to ride. There's so many different ways to do it. You can either have somebody drop you off, do a couple days and do a big loop, or you can do somebody drop you off and come out on a different end, or you can park a car or a truck or a van, and then you can use that as a base camp, and you can go out and do loops and then come back. It's just, there's so many options out here versus over by Tahoe. And most of the roads out here, they're not bad. So roads are good. There's a couple of them that are extremely steep, but they're not like heavy Jeep roads if you stick to the main road. So not bad, and it's just nice to get out here. It's quiet. It's just right now it's just me and the wind through the trees, and a few bugs, of course. Come on. I believe I'm at Hull's Flat at the well. And so it looks like they just worked on it this year. Put in a new membrane. I think they probably dug this down a little deeper, membrane, and then have this all set. It's for wildlife, range cattle, all that stuff out here. And I think that newer building is the well house. Here is next to it's an old water tank, and there's two wells. I think there's two wells below, at least one. It looks like there's capped, and they used to pump that water up into this massive steel tank, and then there was water available. There is an old foundation here poured out of concrete, and it's pretty old. I mean, you've got 10 to 12 inch diameter trees in here growing. Steps are on the other side. Those concrete platforms are the steps you come down. So I don't know. I'm guessing this used to be, I'd have to look it up. There's not a lot of information on all this stuff. I think this was a transit section. So there's train lines that come in on two sections. And this might have been a hub rail. I'm guessing the rail crew used to stay here and swap out. Or back there they had steam locomotives, so I think that's what this water tank might be for. I have to, like I said, I don't know enough about this area. I'd got to go look it up, and it's hard finding stuff because this was just everyday work back in the day. People didn't write all this stuff down, and I mean, it's if somebody knew somebody working for the railroad, they would know. But it's always stuff fascinates me because it's like they had to build these train lines all the way out in the middle of nowhere, and then they'd have to back then you'd have to stage people living out here. Somebody actually had to live out here full time. Yeah, so here's the tank. It's massive, old steel tank, and it's built on a concrete platform. It's so old. It's got wings on both sides, so I guess for maybe stabilization or maybe from the weight. But there's trees, 10 to 12 inch trees at the base growing through on both sides. And I don't know enough about train history to really explain all this, but it's pretty cool, right? Like, somebody had to bring all this metal out here, and they had to weld it, and then somebody who knew how to do riveting back then, they riveted. Those are all steel rivets through that whole thing. And then they had to put it up here and pour this concrete thing, and so much history. So yeah, I'll do some research on some of this. I'm gonna go back and take a look at all this. But yeah, just out riding for the day, checking on stuff. And is, like I said, it's a well right now. There's no water, and it's not like a spring, right? It's not like fresh spring coming out of the mountains. So I'm gonna guess, that's what I kept saying, you're gonna have to haul in a ton of water. I think today I'm at just under 5 liters I brought in for riding, so I just don't have to think about it. I call this no man's land because there's very few people out here. Just the construction guys working for the railroad, me, ranchers coming checking on their cattle. What a nice day to be out, though. It's nice and warm. I'm getting tired. This road is just tearing me up. It's washboard. It's just, I've let some air out of the tires. Not enough. I don't have a suspension seat post or a suspension stem. I swapped out bikes. I was trying this one today, and wow, there's a huge difference between the other bike. Feels like a Cadillac. This thing, I'm faster on this one, but man, this one just beats me up. So I think at some point I'll probably I'll pick up a suspension stem for it. And I don't know about the seat post yet. It just depends. So yeah, I'm just trying This has got the dyno hub on it, and I'm just out probably doing some more night riding, experimenting on lights and stuff. So came out on the road to warm up in the sun. I almost ran him over, zoning out. I'd feel bad. Hey, he knows I'm here. He's watching me. He's like 2.5 feet long. About 2.5 feet long, I think. Almost 3 feet. It's pretty big. Leave him alone. Antelope. Okay, so dinner's all ready to go. This is Carnita's pulled pork tacos. It's smoked pulled pork, white onions, cilantro, limes, and homemade corn tortillas. All right, so I finished dinner. The dishes are all done. I'm working on a few things in the van, just relaxing. This trip out is just something real simple. I'm not bike packing. I'm not backpacking. I'm using the van. I'm just camping, regular camping with the van, and I swapped out bikes. I was just curious to see. I haven't ridden this on the road, on the dirt roads for a while, so There's a big difference between the two bikes. This one I'm definitely faster on, but it's a punisher. It's just because I don't have the suspension seat post, suspension stem. The other bike has got tubeless tires. These are tubes. And today all I did, I kept adjusting the air pressure all day, trying to get it comfortable enough to ride. But like I said, I'm faster on this one, but it definitely punishes me. This is cable. The other one is electronic SRAM. No problems with cabling. The big difference I noticed, actually, believe it or not, was the disc brakes. These work fine. The rim brakes, just takes a little more effort, and it just took, a few minutes for me to readjust using rim versus the disc. Other than that, everything went well today. It was a really, really nice day. And I can tell you, though, I'm tired. So I'm going to relax here for a little bit and just enjoy being out here. It'll probably be another cold night for sure. It'll probably be in the 20s up here. So winter's almost here. So I'm just trying to get those last few rides in. Good morning, everybody. It's cold this morning. It's 28 degrees. I'm out here trying to cook. Breakfast is ready to go. Sausage, egg, and cheese, tomatoes, potatoes, green onions. I'm listening to a little techno music, a little house music this morning. I can pretty much listen to almost anything except I'm not really into rock and country, so never have been. But yeah, a little house music. Never too old for a little techno music. I'm cleaning up. I'm almost done. I'll get out of here in a few minutes. What an amazing day yesterday. I had a really fun time. You can never take the kid out of me. I was doing dumb stuff, right? So I got a little road rash from pulling wheelies. I was trying to see how long I could hold the wheelie for. So yeah, it happens. Last year, I don't think I ever talked about it. I think last year I went over the handlebars twice. I was riding a bike where you shouldn't be riding. Not a big deal. This year I got lucky. I've had a few close calls where the front end washed out almost a few times. Not a big deal. And this pulling the wheelies and getting a little road rash, 100% my fault. Doing dumb stuff. But yeah, it's I wish I could stay another day up here and ride, but got to get back and take care of a few things. So with that, I'll see you in the next one.